Okay, in this lesson we're going to look at yes, no, and the an
네.
prefix for negative adverbs. Right? To make something negative,
네.
we can use an in Korean in a lot of cases. Right? So very useful.
네.
So first of all, how do we say yes in Korean?
네.
네. Okay, and no?
아니요.
아니요. So even when we say no, we can hear that an
네.
syllable, right? Okay. Well, why don't we look at our first example here?
커피 좋아해요?
Mhm.
커피 알죠?
Coffee,
네.
right? So coffee in Korean, kopi,
우리 F 없어요.
right? No F sound in Korean, so it becomes kind of a P sound instead. So kopi and 좋아해요,
To like?
to like.
네.
Okay.
여기 소리 안 나요.
Right? No pronunciation for the H kind of consonant.
네.
So 좋아해요.
네. 아, 그리고 좋아해요. 그리고 이거 있어요.
좋다. Yeah.
그래서 좋아요.
Uh-huh.
이거 뭐죠?
So this is kind of to be good,
네.
right?
이건
So,
굿이고 이건 like고.
yeah, very similar.
네.
So if I ask 커피 좋아해요, I'm asking do you like coffee?
네.
If I say 커피 좋아요,
Is this coffee good? 뭐
okay,
이 커피 좋아요?
right. Is
좋아.
coffee good or is this coffee good? Okay.
네.
All right. In this case, what does B answer?
네. 네, 좋아해요.
So 네, yes, I like,
네.
or so it's implied coffee, right?
네. 네.
So B could respond 네 커피 좋아해요,
네.
but we don't have to because it's implied, right? So if
네.
the question is, do you like coffee?
네.
Yes, I like.
그래서 많은 경우 한국말에 주어도 없어요. 목적어도 없어요.
Right. Yeah.
어려워요.
Yeah. So a lot of Korean we omit maybe the subject or who or what we're talking about.
네.
Okay.
그리고 영어에는 it라도 있잖아요.
Yeah.
I like it. 근데 한국말에 이것조차도 그것도 없어요.
Yeah.
그냥 좋아요. Only
Right.
verb.
Right. Yeah. So in English, if we say coffee in the first sentence, I might use it to replace coffee in my response. In Korean, we leave a lot out in Korean.
네, 네.
Okay. All right. So how about you, Robert? 커피 좋아해요?
네, 좋아해요.
Good. Me too.
아,
나도.
네.
저도.
네.
좋아해요.
아, 나하고 저하고 알죠, 선생님? 나는 이제 친구 사이,
Sure.
저는
Yeah.
polite.
Yeah. So 나 and 저, they both mean I in Korean. So what I was saying was 나도, like I too, or I as well. 저도. So 저도 is just more formal.
Yeah, more
나 would be
Like
more with friends.
friends, same age friends,
Okay.
or haven't talked with the younger person.
Right.
그러면 나.
Right. So a more polite way, or sorry, a more formal way in
네.
certain situations.
네.
저.
네.
Okay. All right. And if you'll notice in these sentences, we do not even have to use 나 or 저, right?
네.
Or just like we don't use do you like coffee? We don't have to say yes, I like coffee.
Right.
All right. So let's look at our other examples down here.
불고기 좋아해요? 불고기 좋아해요?
Okay, so a similar question. This time instead of 커피, we have 불고기. So what is 불고기?
불고기는 불은 fire예요.
Yep.
고기는 meat잖아요.
Right.
근데 이거는 소고기예요.
It's always beef?
Yeah, always
Okay.
beef예요. 근데 그리고 여기에 이제 고기 marinated beef.
Marinated beef,
있어요. 근데 여기에 fire underneath.
Okay.
그래서 불고기.
Okay.
예.
Yeah, so bulgogi, translated word for word, means fire meat, but it's always marinated beef,
네.
right? So if I'm eating pork, it's not bulgogi.
아니에요.
Okay. So this question, bulgogi 좋아해요. Does B like bulgogi?
아니요. 아니요. 안 좋아해요.
Okay.
네.
So here's our negative. So
네.
no, 아니요, 안 좋아해요.
안 좋아해요.
Okay.
그러니까 이게 나 시절이니까.
Yeah.
네.
Yeah, so our negating adverb. So instead of saying 좋아해요, to say yes, I like, I don't like. easy enough to say in Korean. We just say 안 좋아해요.
안 좋아해요.
Okay.
안 그다음에 동사.
Right. So this makes our sentence negative.
네.
We also have no at the start of the sentence.
네.
Okay. Now, Robert, how about if you ask me 불고기 좋아해요 and I just simply say 안 좋아해요?
괜찮아요.
That's okay.
네.
So to say no, I don't like it,
네.
and to say I don't like it, same meaning, same.
네.
It's understood. Okay.
네.
So what comes next?
고기 안 먹어요?
Okay.
여기 안 있어요.
Yeah.
그러면은
All right.
예.
Yeah. So again, to ask a question. So 고기, again, meat. 안 먹어요. So you don't eat meat, right?
네, 안 먹어요.
Okay. A very enthusiastic. Yes, I don't eat meat.
네.
Right.
그러니까 한국 사람들은 이제 질문에서 답할 때, 그러니까 yes, no가 it's not just yes, no. 그러니까 yes는 you're right.
Right.
You agree 하는
Yeah,
하는
kind
거예요.
of confirmation.
네,
right?
네, 네.
Maybe in English, if we were to ask this question, so you don't eat meat?
No, I don't.
Right. It's a little different in Korean. So you don't eat meat, and say you agree with them. No, I don't eat meat. But in Korean, it's more 고기 안 먹어요. Like you don't eat meat.
That's right.
That's right. I
네,
don't eat meat.
that's right.
네,
First,
안 먹어요.
안 먹어요.
Okay.
네,
Right. Yeah, this is something people have to get used to in Korean,
네.
which is basically, yeah, you have to agree with someone. So it sounds like you're being positive. It sounds like you're being affirmative or confirming them, but it sounds a little strange. It's contradictory, right?
네.
So yes, I don't eat meat.
네.
Right.
여기도 이제 object 없어요.
Yeah.
목적어 없어요.
Right.
다 여기도 여기 있어요. object 있어요.
Our object, yeah,
네, 네.
meat. But in the next sentence, we don't mention the meat again.
그렇죠.
Right. Just like when we
네.
mention coffee, we don't
네.
mention coffee
네.
in our response. Okay. Now, Robert, I've also noticed that there's no marker
아, 네.
to indicate the object that we're talking about.
네, 네.
So,
그래서 object marker 이거잖아요. 두 개.
right. So, 을 and 를.
네. 여기는 이제 vowel 있으니까
Right.
커피를
Okay.
커피를 좋아해요. 이렇게.
Okay. Yeah. So, because of the vowel
네.
at the end of 커피, we
네.
would use 를.
네.
Again, it's omitted in this case and often in spoken Korean.
네.
Right. So, 커피를 좋아해요 or just 커피 좋아해요.
네.
Same meaning. Okay.
여기도 있어요.
Right. So, 불고기 is the object of our sentence,
네, 네.
but again, we've omitted the 를
네.
in this case. Again, it's
불고기를
a vowel at the end, so we
네.
would use 를. Okay.
네. 불고기를 좋아해요. 여기도 또 있어요.
Right.
근데 이제 object라는 거 선생님 여기 sometimes my students 이게 English grammar term, right?
The object? Yeah,
네,
sure.
네. 그래서 그러니까 뭐 subject하고 object하고 설명을 좀 뭐 할까요? 그러면 I like 뭐
Kimchi.
김치.
Sure.
그러면 이게 subject잖아요.
Yep.
그러니까 how do you say it? Subject gets the do the action, does the action. The
Sure.
object gets the action.
Sure. The subject does the verb, right? So the subject likes the object,
네.
right? In this case.
네.
So I like kimchi. It's basically saying
네.
the object that I like
네.
is kimchi,
네.
right?
그래서 영어에는 I think the location tells you this is subject, this is object. 근데 한국말은 marker 있어요.
Right.
그래서 여기 다음에 이제 object marker.
Okay, so the 을 and the 를 help us
네.
recognize the object in the
네.
sentence.
네.
Okay.
그래서
So in a sentence like this, because it's obvious,
네.
we can omit it.
네.
But maybe in a more complex sentence.
네. 그리고 object marker는 많이 말 안 해요.
Right. So we often
네.
don't use it.
네.
It's still important to
Oh,
to
yeah.
learn and especially to recognize.
네.
Especially and in written Korean,
음.
it's more common than in spoken Korean.
네. 네.
Right. Okay. So we can use this negating adverb
네.
an basically to say that you don't do any verb or like if I say if you ask me if I exercise, what
네.
would your question be?
에듀 선생님 운동해요?
Okay. Now, because this is a 해요 verb,
네.
right, different from 좋아해요.
네.
If I want to say yes,
네. 네 해요.
네 해요.
야,
Okay.
네 운동해요. 근데 여기 이제 많은 동사들이 여기 noun하고 하다 이렇게 같이 있어요.
Okay.
그럴 때는 이렇게 나눠줄 수 있어요.
Okay. So, if your question is, do you exercise? And my response is, yes, I exercise. I would say, 네 운동해요. Now, how about if I want to give a negative response?
아니요, 운동 안 해요. 이렇게다.
Okay.
왜냐하면 이게 noun으로
Yeah.
나눠줄 수 있어요. 그래서 그러면 그냥 안 just before 해요.
Right. So a lot of our hada verbs, we can do this. We just insert an before 해요.
네.
Okay. So
그래서-
운동해요, 노래해요. So just to say you don't do something, we just split the verb in two.
네. 네.
Okay.
그래서 요것만 이건 안 돼요.
Right.
이거는-
Only with 좋아하다.
그렇죠. 네.
Yeah. So I won't say 좋아 안 해요.
그렇게 안 돼요.
Right.
이건
It's 안 좋아해요.
안 좋아해요.
Okay.
이렇게 안
All right.
좋아해요.
How about some different verbs? Not a hada verb.
뭐 할까요? 마시다 했고 기타 치다.
Okay. So 기타 치다, to play guitar. Okay. So to make a question out of this,
네. 기타 쳐요?
쳐요, right? So if I say yes,
네, 기타 쳐요. 이렇게 쳐요. To hit.
to
Yeah.
hit, yeah.
근데 이거는 또 이제 못 쳐요도 돼요. 못 쳐요.
Can't.
그렇죠. can't
오케이.
그러면 못 쳐요. 아니요, 못 쳐요.
Okay.
I can't.
못 쳐요, but I can also say I don't do, right?
네, 그럼 안 쳐요.
안
you
쳐요.
you know how to do it, but
But you don't do it.
right.
Okay.
그래서 그리고 치다 verb는 이건 to hit예요. 근데 이거는 그러니까 you say play the piano, play the guitar. 근데 한국 사람 you hitting the keys with your finger.
Okay.
그래서 다 치다예요.
So, okay, so guitar,
쳐요,
쳐요,
피아노 쳐요.
쳐요.
테니스 쳐요.
Okay.
You hit the ball with a racket.
Right.
또 배드민턴 쳐요.
Yeah. Okay. So we can use this for several sports and
네,
for instruments.
네. 그리고 사람을 쳐요도
To hit
돼요.
someone?
그것도
Okay.
돼요.
사람이 쳐요?
사람을 쳐요.
사람을 쳐요.
에드워드 선생님이
Yeah.
저를 쳤어요.
Ah,
이렇게.
that's not true. It's not true. I didn't hit you.
네.
Okay. All right. So we've got our yes, no,
네.
and using an for negating as a negating adverb.
네.
All right. So now we can say we do something, we don't do something.
Right.
Okay.